Sawadee I'm JP Mestanza. Welcome to Phuket Xtra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. The new COVID-19 testing laboratory installed at the Phuket International Airport has finally been installed, with testing from regional medical offices set to be conducted today and tomorrow, all to make sure that everything is ready for the arrival of international tourists later this month. The approval of the test laboratory at the airport is considered the last hurdle before Phuket can be finally cleared by officials in Bangkok to welcome international tourists once again. Swab test results from the COVID-19 lab at the airport will be done within 3 hours, according to reports, with results sent to medical staff at each tourist's respective hotel. At the moment, 9 hotels have been approved as alternative state quarantine facilities, altogether with about 1,200 rooms in total. The Tourism Council of Thailand, the TCT, they did a poll of about 700 local operators nationwide during August, and it shows that about 10% of all businesses have closed nationwide. Unsurprisingly, the poll shows that operators in the south and central region of Thailand have the lowest confidence in the economy returning to normal, as they heavily rely on foreigners and were affected massively by economic slowdown. TCT President Chairat said 400,000 tourism workers lost their jobs during the third quarter, as 3% of companies shut down and 7% temporarily closed, and that by year's end, the number of unemployed will rise to more than 1 million if the government cannot issue effective aid measures and allow more international tourists into Thailand. The TCT is calling on the government to do away with quarantine for international arrivals sometime in December from low-risk countries that have no new cases for at least 60 days. They're forecasting that Thailand will have about 6.7 million foreign tourists altogether by the end of the year, down 83% from last year, when Thailand welcomed a record 39.8 million visitors, with next year's outlook remaining very uncertain. A delegation of top-ranking Phuket officials have traveled all the way to Bangkok to tell a parliamentary investigative committee that the private business of Sripanwa, their claim to the land on which the 5-star resort is located, it is in fact legal. Sripanwa has been in the news a lot these last 2 weeks after investigation was spurred on in Parliament by an opposition MP from the Move Forward party, only after the owner of the 5-star resort, Vorase Isara, posted negative comments about protesters in Bangkok. Those comments prompted a ton of online backlash and sparked claims that the land that Sripanwa resort is located on was acquired illegally. But the governor of Phuket says, quote, "A preliminary examination of the land documents for the Sripanwa resort has shown that the title deeds issued and the original North Sword 3 Core land use document were correct in detail. This has been clarified, with other officials adding that none of the land is on any type of state land." However, an investigation by the Department of Special Investigation, the DSI, Thailand's FBI, is still ongoing. The Seaview Resort and Spa on Koh Chang Island is making headlines again for not only suing a foreigner over giving them a negative review online, but now they're saying they're ready to negotiate a settlement, according to the Bangkok Post. Back in late June, American expat in Thailand, Wesley Barnes, stayed at the resort and later gave them a negative review, first on Google, then on TripAdvisor multiple times. In response, resort management not only replied back to his review on the website, telling of an incident over a 500 baht corkage fee over a bottle brought in by the guest, but have also filed a lawsuit against the man over defamation and violating the Computer Crime Act. Online reports say that in September, a warrant was issued for his arrest, and immigration police arrested him, took him back to Koh Chang on September 12th, and he spent 2 nights in jail over the defamation charge, again over a negative review. He was released on a 100,000 baht bail. Earlier this week, the president of the company operating the hotel told the Bangkok Post that the review was the reason they had several bookings canceled, and that the hotel had received inquiries and criticisms about, quote, how badly hotel staff were treated. Resort operators say they've tried to reach out to Mr. Barnes, but earlier this week, speaking with the Associated Press, Mr. Barnes said he just wants to end this dispute. Under just the defamation charge, he faces up to 2 years in prison and/or a fine of up to 200,000 baht, while a Computer Crime Act violation is set to carry about 5 years on top of that. Let us know your thoughts about this saga in the comment section below. Police are confirming that there will be an alcohol ban for 24 hours this Friday, October 2nd, as the nation commemorates the end of Buddhist Lent. The alcohol ban will come into effect just after midnight tonight and conclude at midnight on Friday night. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. 5 new COVID-19 cases in Thailand today, all of them recent arrivals from abroad. They were found infected while in quarantine in Bangkok, testing positive just a day after their arrival. The new total for the country is now 3,569, with 95% of patients recovered, and the death toll is unchanged at 59. And that's it for Phuket Extra today, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. For safe, secure, and soundproof windows, visit pvcphuket.com. We'll be back tomorrow. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.